Alright, welcome back, Grifters, to the next episode of our Griftlands series. In the previous episode, we killed a metagamer. We never like metagamers, those are the worst. So, with her out of the way, and now no one knows that this is a video game, we will go and claim our well-deserved reward. Here we go. Ludana, you've returned. I've dealt with Katwa. Good. Now, never speak of this again. So, slimy little pay, but we get a graft reward. Perfect. Recycler. The first time you expend a card, each turn draw a card. That's exactly what we need. Pets have 10 health and extra health in battle. And rocket wiring. Gain 2 power at the start of each battle. Lose 2 power the first time you take enemy damage. This is also a great one. But the cycler over here will work with a lot of different stuff. Like the crushing blow, sure. But also I'm thinking the improved accuracy. That will expend for 0 cost. And it's perfect then. And that's the only thing we have. No, I guess we have the warp while. Also fine. So we can get more, sure, and it's gonna be great. The prototype drone, lifter claw. In short, we have enough, I think, and this is exactly what we need to make the pale accuracy here work exceptionally well. And then that's what I'm getting. We did need more draw, and now we can get more expend cards. Although we can make him my friend, he likes me, so he can give me authorization. Once a day, you can ask a nearby member of the Admiralty to help you in battle or negotiation. I think we already had that. Oh no, we didn't. Then it would have been up here. I don't think I would pay for that, so that's fine. Can we go to the roadside market? Yes, perfect. There are a couple of things that I would love to do here. Oh, no, Frolic of the Beast is up here. Fantastic. Upgrade bubbles. No brainer. We absolutely want to do that. Can you improve bubbles at all? Yeah, I think I can. Takes him aside and leads him behind a curtain. It's a him, by the way. You try not to listen as Frolic of the Beast gets to work. Finally, they emerge. Bubble looks healthy, but if a bit wary. Oh, look at him in his armor. Nice. Armored doggo. Coyote Claw applies bleed and draw another card. Alright, very cool. Now the next thing is I would love to get a graft slot installed. Can we afford that? Battle graft slot. We need both. Let me get a negotiation graft slot. I think we need more help in our negotiations than in our battles at the moment. This is going to sting a little. Sure. And then we will do it again if we can do it after the boss fight of the day. But I don't want to do more up front of the boss fight here. Oh, we get another random encounter. Quark approaches you wearing a smile like a grease stain. Bet you love a good thrill. Fancy a wager? A wager? What kind? Just a game of chance, friend. I'll flip the shill and you call it in the air. Double your money if the fates are on your side. This is interesting because when you get this event as Rook, he's really good at coin flipping. So he had a special interaction with this kind of event. I'm sure it must be kind of the same thing. I don't know. I'm gonna do it just because, just to see, but I'm not gonna bet the big one. Just smallest amount. I'm not a big fan of 50-50 chances for a cost, because there's a 50% chance that I lose my investment here. I wouldn't be here if the fates weren't usually on my side. Excellent. That's the kind of overconfidence I like to hear. With a wink, Croc tosses the coin into the air. Call it in. The air. We'll go for heads. Croc catches the coin with a flourish. He shows it to you. Sorry, pal, but it looks like I won. What? Croc looks disappointedly down at the coin. Sure enough, you called it. What the? I mean, what do you know? You are lucky. Of course, you could take your winnings now, or you could double your haul. So he was trying to cheat, but failed? Like with Rook, it was way different. He called out the guy for trying to cheat. Where apparently Sal just as lucky. Huh. I'm gonna take my winnings. Nah, I don't want to push my luck. Take your money before I tear up and saying goodbye. Why, thank you, and thanks for the clean, honest fun. Easy for you to say, of course. Interesting. Croc Lee is staring ruefully at his coin. I remember Rook calling him out for being like bad at cheating with it, so that might be what happened here. He thought he was cheating and then he messed it up. Cool. Oh, the boss fight, I think, on the second day, if I recall, it's when we go to sleep and assassin comes by to assassinate us in our sleep. That's probably what's gonna happen. Still kicking at a girl. So, are you and Ulu as chummy as a tin of bogworms now? She's clever, but I think she'd sell me up the river the second I weighed down her canoe. Yeah? Well, then you two have that in common. Just stay on her good side and she'll stay on yours. Okay. So now it's time to go to sleep. I will go and eat some food. And then gain a battle card. Loaded. Now we're almost at full health. Then we will go and get another graft slot. Lock of the swap. Buy a graft slot. And a battle graft slot. Indeed. Then we're out of money. Open map. Now we go to bed. And I'm sure we will get a boss fight then. You don't usually go through a day without a boss fight of some sort, so... Time to hit the sack. Say, someone came in looking for you earlier. They didn't look friendly. Maybe sleep with one eye open tonight, eh? Asking after me? What did they want? They say they wanted to hire you. But if you ask me, they look like trouble. I sent them packing, said you were out on the road and wouldn't be back for days. Still, I got my blades under the bar if we need them. Wish I'd been here sooner yesterday. Would have been like to have seen you give Cashew a walloping. You mean get wallowed by Cashew, more like. I ain't as young as I used to be, Sal. You've been gone a long time. And Cashew, well, she could have laid me out in our youth all the same. Should I be worried? You were the one who taught me how to fight. What, you rewriting history? Cashew told you too. You know her moves better than she knows yours. You got this. Huh. But remind me later to teach you a different way to throw a punch. I taught you when you were little, of course, but I'm feeling it now. Maybe that technique wasn't so good for longevity. I don't really expect to make it to your age anyway. Your hair's better. Alright. Head to bed. I'll take my chances. Fish steps aside and you head down to your room for the night. Something's not right. In the dim light, some of the shadows look darker than usual. Who's there? A figure steps out of the shadows, heavily armed. If it thinks like an assassin and slinks like an assassin, this would have been easier if you'd gone to sleep, Hunter, not too late to shut your eyes if you prefer. Demoralize assassin before attacking, or defend yourself. Oh, I didn't think we would get a negotiation in here. Of course I'll try, so... Do you even know who you're looking for? Caring isn't part of the job description. Well, maybe you should re-evaluate that. Cashew ain't like other clients. What is this here? Impending Doom. When destroyed, gives Humby 1 impatience. Humby will start the next battle with 2 additional existential crises. Existential crisis at the end of each turn increase this fighter's panic meter by 1. Oh. And this is times 3. And this is times 5 of that. Okay, interesting. But he cannot panic against me because of my draft. Almost no surrender. So if you lose the negotiation, all bonuses are lost. Okay. But I mean, we are gonna take out 1 and then we go for the core. Because we cannot benefit of destroying these. Oh no. That is unfortunate. I thought this one cost 0 before. If your opponent is Admiralty, this card costs 0. Right, that's why it was 0 before. I was wondering. Okay. We can reconsider. Could I reconsider on this one over here? No, we can do it on the dog, but that's not what I want. Okay. We can gain influence here. Which isn't much use to me, so we could use it to trigger the reconsider instead. Which I think is a really good idea here. Yeah. Then brain gills on the reconsider. Also drawing me a card because of the remark. Here, the wide remark. Great. Then we need to play 2 more hostility cards, which we definitely can do. So hostile instincts, obtuse. Go for the low one over here. Good. Boosted bellow on the same one. Following up with oppress. Getting me more dominance, and now we are open to start working on the double edge. Then we need to get some defense up. It'll be the wide deflection then. Yeah. And that deals damage back to him. Good stuff. So he is hiding his intention with the crafty here. We would love to get rid of that, which I can do with the visionary threaten. We cannot evoke this turn, I think. We will draw 2 cards when I destroy that thing, so let's do it. It wasn't enough though. That's fine. The promoted thinking can give you hostility cards, technically. So maybe we can get away with it. I have the backpedal for the defense, which is all we need. And then the promoted thinking. Yeah, well, let's do that first then. And here we didn't get that, so let's incept some flustered on him. Evoking. Great. Then backpedal on the trained rock, and I will exhaust the stone fast talk. Oh, the wanted. The wanted is just really good though. Yeah, not sure about that decision, but here we go. We are at least winning pretty heavily here. So can evoke again, and we will. Hostile instincts. Gaining some dominance. Just going for the core at this point. And boosted bellow, or rooted bellow is what it's called, I see. Yeah. We'll be taking some damage here. Not really, not on the core anyway. Yeah. So it's kind of fine. And I mean we've got lethal, so it's okay. Oh, I would love to play the oppress here. Oh, maybe I should play the keep cool then instead here. We have lethal anyway, I think. And I'm taking damage, so it's not a big deal. I'm just gonna play the keep cool to start getting XP on that. Need it to level up before it gets really good. Oh, he survived that, okay. And we took out all the supporting arguments, so we will see if that works with the panic thing, but I'm pretty sure it won't. Alright, so we still can gain XP here. He's been taken out anyway. Let me see if I can draw some more cards. Yeah, maybe we can level something up. Yeah, keep cool again, great. And then the oppress. Good stuff. So that worked out really well. I think we took 1 resolve damage. Backpedal, oppress, and reconsider. This one draws a card. That's not really what we need. We just need more actions. So let's get pale reconsider. Oppress, I need to do more damage with it. I don't This seems so bad. I get that you need to boost it with the... This is to build dominance, so if you have like a heavily dominance focused deck, like spending dominance to do various things, then you need to build as much of it as you can, but that's not what we're doing. So we are gonna get the other one where it just does actual damage and then has higher chances of giving up that one dominance, at least. Right? And here... It's interesting, every time I've played it so far, I haven't really wanted to expend, and this one over here is cool because it says expend up to 2 cards, which means it's a choice. You don't have to expend a single card, in fact. But we do need more defense in the deck. Composure. I think I should get the Lucid Pedal. We have gotten another defense card, and this is already a good defense card, and maybe sometimes I want to expend 2 even. No, I'm getting the 8 Composure. Be on the safe side. We do have really low resolve, so I'm worried. Here we can gain actions, which is always great. We already have the good draw. More actions would be really helpful. We cannot play everything every turn. We don't have anything else here that I would play. Get the second win is such a great card. We can make it cost 0 or get a draw card later. And yeah, it's just a great card. Second win, in you go. Let's discuss, shall we? Just remember, she wouldn't want to have me killed if she didn't consider me a sizable threat. But no problem, you'll handle what Casio couldn't, right? The assassin doesn't answer, but you can tell you've left them off balance. Rush the assassin. Ha! And we get this assassin's mark, plus. So while this is in my hand, he deals more damage. Alright. And he is attacking my dog, which is gonna be completely evaded. The dog is doing something to me now. It looks so cool when upgraded. The rock. I did kind of want to stun him, but it's not necessary. The evasion here will take care of all this damage here, so it's kind of useless to go for that. And then with that in mind, we have a pretty bad hand. What does this do? Gain 2 power for the entire fight. Or Vile. Okay. I mean, there's nothing else here that I really want to play, but probably going to play the improved accuracy just to get it out of the hand. But let's do this first. It's going to draw a card. Oh, and we get rid of the assassin's marks, so that's actually kind of nice. And get rid of the improved accuracy. Then I have 2 more actions and nothing to really spend them on. Oh, I can give the dog counter. Ah, no, the counter always goes on me. Yeah. Not that it matters. Can we apply defense? No. We could do the letter opener on him, but it's not really required. Why? Oh, see, I didn't know that. The assassin marks for his ability here deals more damage while this is in your hand, but also to allies. It just in general he does more damage. Interesting. I thought it would be only on me, because it's kind of like a mark. You would think that the mark is on me, but it's just that when I have it in hand, he gets stronger. And now we get rid of 3 of them, and it ended up doing nothing for him, so that was really nice. Getting 19 in on me though, so that's kind of rough. What is this here? Rallying Howl. At the start of your turn, gain 1 action and draw 1 card. At the end of your turn, remove this. Okay. That's the Rallying Howl from the dog. Very cool. By 1 wound. Lift the claw. What do we have to improvise? I guess the prototype drone. Yeah, that would be great. And it's going to draw a card as well. Prototype drone. Place it immediately. Very good. Here's the discard that we needed. We still have action, so I think I should get the wound online. What is this over here? Existential crisis, right? Increases fighter's panic by 10 every turn. That's insane. Really, really good if he could panic, but of course he can't, so we have to kill him. Which is fine, I don't mind that, but it's just kind of silly that I ended up going into that negotiation and gaining nothing for it. And that's not true, I still get to XP my cards and stuff. So here I could get rid of bloated. Triage will also get rid of the bloated, in fact, which is kind of cool. But I don't think I need to play it. But I also do want to give him bleeding. And then dirty fighting probably. So let's do dirty fighting here. Oh, we can get another power. And more bleeding. And more wound. Wow. The wound is way better. Because it boosts my ally too. Allies, plural. And then we will stack on the bleeding, I think. Yeah, we can start looking into getting some more bleed combo. That would be great. That's the first time I've ever built 9 bleeding in any run, I think. I did not defend myself at all against this attack. That's something to consider. I did do a little, didn't I, with the discard card there. But all in all, we took some pretty nasty damage there. Now we have the full discard stuff going on. That's pretty cool. So, now the question becomes, do I need to spend the Admiralty Requisition here? We have 3 more actions. It kind of seems like it would be a decent idea. It's a one-time thing, though. Right? And it's just such a great card for a panic button in a turn where we need it. And so, yeah, this could be the one. If I take a lot more damage, then we would end up in the... I heal half of my health. So right now I would heal to full at the end of the day. And he's about to boost himself against Stalker. I think it is the right call to play this one. So then, we will sharpen. Strain, stab. Get rid of the mark, not that it really matters. And then I can either do the Cretation Fiend to heal or just Fiend. I guess we'll Fiend then. Oh, this can draw me a card in another turn because of the expend. So then I should keep it. Do this one for the XP. Alright. Get set, he says. Okay, he's killing my drone. Lovely. This is why it's so good to have like these spawnable allies that you don't really care about, because it's just gonna go and kill it. And it's gonna blow up and deal me 5 damage, which is fair enough. So we do need to get up 5 defense for the turn. Steady hands. Draw 3 extra cards at the start of your turn, remove at the end of your turn. He gave me that, so to compensate for him doing a really powerful attack, which we didn't care about, so... Lovely, lovely, lovely. Rummage. Out with spare blades. They do so much damage right now. And he's got the defend up, so it's kind of perfect that we get the piercing attacks. Not with the defense will be soaked up anyway, so it doesn't really help. In fact, a piercing build is way better if you don't have allies, because then you don't care about defense. But when you have allies, you automatically have to care about defense, and since piercing sort of becomes irrelevant. Kind of an interesting little thing there. Oh, and look at that. So here's another thing that will always give us an expend card to trigger the graft. So the graft is even better than I thought, because we have the dirty fighting thing. Promoted dirty fighting. Yeah. We could do boosted scrapper, which discards cards. Draw 2 cards and discard 2. That's kind of good. Yeah, let's do that. Exactly. Stone Surge is not required. Step for another wound. Blade Flash. Okay, it's over. So then heal. So I shouldn't have done the last one there. I didn't really keep an eye on his health. Man, we're doing really, really well in this run. Awesome. Hand-based power supply is always great. Yeah, we'll take it. Rummage. Draw 2 cards and expend. No, draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Oh well, expend is actually gonna draw me another card, and I have so much discard at this point that it may not be required. Like I have what? 1, 2, 3 discard cards. Oh, that's it. Okay. 4. The spare blades both level up. I'm not sure I want to insert 2 blade flashes. It requires you to have so much draw to really make use of these 0 cost cards, which, let's see what we get up here, in fact. Pick a battle card. Echo Strike is another way to spend your actions. Target a random enemy for each card in your hand, again relying on high draw. Shadow Mastery. Whenever you discard a card, gain 1 power until the end of your turn. Expend. This is probably what we want. Shadow Mastery. This could also be great, to be fair. If we fill our hand, I mean, it's still only gonna be, if you have, what? I don't know if it counts itself, which is actually a really fair point, but it will do the damage for itself. So it could be a maximum of 10 times, which is 20 damage for 2 actions. It's a pretty good card then, if you have a full hand. Right, which we don't do that a whole lot right now, but we could maybe look into getting that going. I do want the Shadow Mastery and the Expends, which is great for another draw. And we have a lot of actions right now that have trouble spending, so this is a good way to do it. Get it. A negotiation card. Create 3 heated arguments with the agitation over here. That's kind of insane. Duplicity is playing a card twice and backpedal again. Oh man. 3 really good choices here. Interesting. Do we need more defense? This agitation is insanely good. And duplicity is really, really good. Duplicity would help me getting the evoke combo. In fact, this one will make it really hard because it costs 3 actions. It's going to be tricky to play this one and 2 other hostility cards in the same turn. So I don't think this is the right for our build. Duplicity is going to be able to double a hostility card, which will enable the combo. And then the other thing is then we have so much passive damage that backpedal becomes great. And we do need another defensive card. Interesting. So I'm actually also gaining a lot of extra actions, which makes agitation, both with second wind and pale, we consider we are gaining extra actions. So maybe we could get the agitation, and I mean it is a great card. Duplicity is probably the right play. Doubling hostile instincts, doubling even promoted thinking. Yeah. Doubling wide deflection, doubling keep cool. Whatever you need, right? That's the thing. It basically becomes an extra copy of the best card you already have, so it could double my other backpedal. Hanbi lies dead at your feet. Fish charges into the room, moving spryly for a Quedeshi her age. That's the stranger I told you about. You alright, kid? Cassio sent them. Typical Cassio, leaving others to clean up her mess. It takes you both a while to deal with the mess, but when you're done, it's cleaner than it was to start. There. Complimentary house cleaning. Now you should sleep soundly, in theory. Fish stands guard by the door for the rest of the night, leaving you to catch up on your shut-eye. Alright. Pick a craft reward. Great. Quick Charger. At the start of your turn, reduce the cost of a random card in your hand by 1 until played. Dangerous Bulb. Gain 1 action at the start of your turn. Take 3 damage at the end of every turn. More actions. Or Contractor. Whenever you gain dominance, deal 1 damage to all enemy arguments. See, now we're starting to look at that area damage for the negotiations, and I think that's actually kind of what we need. We only have 3 ways to get dominance, actually, so... And one of them is automatic. So now the killer status card is kind of good. You spend time slapping together some makeshift security. If anyone comes through the windows now, you'll know about it. Your bet calls to you. Your folks are used to talk about freedom like it was a town one could move to with enough money for the road. Now you're not so sure. Go to sleep. It's restored to full. We've made friends. We don't have any new rivals. Good. All is well. This is looking like it's going to be a really solid run all around. Still have some upgrades to make in here. Rummage. I'm kind of leaning towards the Lucid Rummage. Then we can thin our deck as well, which could get me rid of the blade flashes as well. I'm going to get one that gives 2 and one that gives defense. So we have a little bit of a mixture. And the expend will draw another card. So this is the way to really get enable the card wall. I'm going to get the Lucid Rummage. I'm hoping we get another Rummage, and then I would go for the discard on that one. When you wake up, you almost think the grog is beginning to look homey. If you hadn't almost been murdered in it. You find fish behind the bar, rigging the bar top to snap with electricity. She turns off the current as you approach. You know customers drink at this bar, right? Customers ain't got nothing to worry about, but no more assassins on my watch. That's a guarantee. This'll take a while to set up, so why don't you go bother Olu to see what you can do to get closer to Casio. I'll have a job for you later if you're interested. She turns back to her bar and flips the switch. Clearly you've been dismissed. Alright. And I suppose that'll make it for this episode. So thank you guys as always for watching. Got through day number 2, moving into day number 3. See you soon, guys, and bye-bye.